My name is Vamsi Krishna. So I am in part of Pyramid Spiritual Societies since 2002. So before me coming into meditation, I'm a civil engineer. I'm a researcher on a pyramids, and I was working in an NGO called Shelter Promotion Engineering and Research Council. So there we have identified a pyramid-shaped building which has a very broad base, a very big base, is an ideal structure uh, where it can withstand all natural calamities, including earthquakes, tsunami, tornadoes, and all. So, in engineering point of view, we were doing research on pyramids. So, after mm, doing a couple of years doing research and spreading this new technology, new rural technology, low cost housing, rural technology in a pyramid shape. So where especially we used to focus this spreading of this rural technology, especially northeast part of India, Meghalaya, Arunachal Pradesh, Mizoram, in all those seven states of India, where that area is mostly earthquake prone zone. So one day when I'm coming back to South India, I one of my friend he was asking me to construct a pyramid. So I told him Andhra is not a earthquake prone zone. So why are you asking for a pyramid? So what is your interest in pyramid? So then I came to know there is a spiritual side for pyramids also. So then I started. I was introduced to meditation, and I was introduced to Patriji, and I have started learning it, practicing it, and teaching it since 2002. Now almost 18 plus years. So initially, I used to have a lot of doubts because seeing is believing. So I was in that state when I was about to enter into the Pyramid Spiritual Society 18 years back. So unless I experiment myself, I don't believe. So when I was in that scientific temper mindset, I used to make a small pyramids, and I used to put one tomato inside, and I used to wait for 2 months. And after 2 months, I opened the pyramid. That still the tomato stayed fresh. So I used to do all these kind of home experiments. And one day I thought I let me experiment on myself. So in that context, I was holding myself not sleeping for 48 hours, 2 days, and after 2 days, I have slept in the room where there is no pyramid. Even after sleeping for 10 hours, still I feel restlessness. Then the same experiment I repeated after a couple of months. So this time I have made, being myself an engineer, I have made a small pyramid of 60 centimeters by 60 centimeters. That is 2 feet by 2 feet. And I placed exactly 3 feet above my pillow. So this time I was experimenting on myself, not sleeping for 2 days. And after 2 days, I have slept under the pyramid. Surprisingly, within 4 hours, I regained all my energies. I regained all my awareness, and I was completely healthy and sound. So there is no restlessness, there is no tiredness in the body. So this is the first experiment which I have done on myself. So this is how then I have started believing in meditation, started believing in pyramids. So there is something which our physical senses cannot understand. Then that interest that made me that those experiments made me to read a lot of books on pyramids, and especially what is relationship between the pyramids and the human body, what relationship between the pyramids and the earth, and pyramids to the higher worlds. So this particular subject has magnetized me to be in the path of spirituality. So since 2002, I was teaching meditation also, and I was constructing pyramids. So far, I've done 150 pyramids in a few countries. And coming back to this session, I welcome you all for this inner journey program. So without inner journey, there is no life on earth. If you are just living without inner journey, the whole lifetime, how many of years we have lived in on this planet, it does not make any sense to the soul. So only through inner journey you can understand yourself. So coming to this, let me give a small brief introduction about pyramids. I'll share a PowerPoint presentation. Yeah. So welcome to this pyramid energy. Pyramid energy we know. Without energy, we can't survive. Without energy, we can't breathe. Without energy, we can't think. Ultimately, energy is more very vital. And in what form this energy is available? This energy is in the form of waves. So when coming to this meaning of the pyramid, pyramid is a Greek word. It's a combination of two Greek words. One is pyra plus amid. Pyra means fire, amid means in the center. And Egyptian has a different name for a great pyramid that is called Kuti. Kuti means the light. You know, the pyramid is a structure which is has got four sides, and each side is in the shape of a triangle. The triangle is nothing but isosceles triangle. This isosceles triangle, I mean, base is bigger, and the other two sides are equal. So out of three, when two sides are equal and one is different, that is called isosceles triangle. And from the top view, this pyramid is in a square, and with respect to base, the inclination of pyramid, that is this inclination of the pyramid, should be 51 degree 51 minutes. And second thing is, this pyramid should be aligned to the true north. If you see this picture, you can see the image, top view and the perspective view. So pyramid is a sacred geometry, is the only sacred geometry which has a capacity to attract the energy and hold that energy and to release that energy, and it starts keep on emitting. So the energy, why this only pyramid has got the capacity to hold. The other geometrical structures like sphere, like a square cube or rectangle cube or any other geometrical structure, it does not have that capacity. And especially when a pyramid with an angle of 51 degree 51 minutes, this angle is based on the Earth's gravity. Any angle beyond this or lesser than this has an energy, but it does not, especially the angle 51 degree 51 minutes, around 52 degrees. This angle has a has a capacity to observe the highest form of energy. I mean, 100% of cosmic energy. Whereas there are many other pyramids like Nubian pyramids, like stepped pyramids, like many other kinds of pyramids. If you see in a different parts of the world, by which was constructed by the different civilization. If you see this, so there are different types of pyramids. So every pyramid has got its own energy. Every energy has got its own frequency, and based on the location, different parts of the world, based on the location. For example, if you see South America, especially there is a civilization called Mayan civilization. They have built stepped pyramids, and in Egypt, the pyramid which was there in the Egypt with an angle of 51 degree and 51 minutes, which was aligned to the true north, which was this pyramid was constructed by the Atlantean civilization with the help of Syrian star people. So similarly, there are more than 500 pyramids in China. There are many pyramids in India, Africa, Indonesia, Australia, Europe, especially in North America, South America. So every continent has got many pyramids, and there are many civilizations which are which are now completely vanished some lakhs of years back, especially like Atlantean civilization, Lemurian civilization. There are many other civilizations which we don't know, but many archaeologists have found pyramids in the Indian Ocean, Pacific Ocean, Atlantic Ocean. So every location has got a particular purpose. For example, pyramids in Mexico, they were built with a stepped in form of a stepped in the form of steps. So it's called as a stepped pyramid. This particular pyramid has got a different frequency to get healed to control the location of that particular area. And the others at the same time, the exactly 180 degrees the other side of the globe. For example, if you take the pyramids in Mexico, the opposite side of the pyramids, opposite side of the globe, opposite to this Mexico, the country called Indonesia. Especially Indonesia is a land of 17,560 islands. But especially if you see, there is one of the biggest island called Sumatra. Sumatra is directly is exactly opposite of the Mexico. If you see in the globe, so the pyramids which are there in the Mexico is literally controlling the tectonic plates located below the Sumatra. So in Sumatra, we have seen many tsunamis, many earthquakes are keep on happening. And every day it undergoes a very, very small earthquakes, which we can't even measure it. Similarly, opposite to the Giza pyramid, what is there is there is an island called Hawaii Island. It's part of United States. So in that island, there is one very massive volcanic mountain is there. Volcanic spot is there. So because of the location, because of the construction of Giza pyramid in Egypt, the opposite side, that is the Hawaii Island, the volcanic eruption, it was not devastating. It was not very disturbing. This particular Giza pyramid is controlling the volcanic eruption of the Hawaii Island. So only a slow secretion of lava is happening there, and slow and steady and consistently it's happening. If the pyramid is not there in the opposite side, I mean, is not been constructed, then there will be a very major disasters would have been happened in those region. So similarly, there are pyramids in Bosnia, pyramids in China, pyramids in Atlantic Ocean, many other. The other opposite side, the other opposite side, what is there means the tectonic plates. The Earth is nothing but a group of 12 tectonic plates. So for every tectonic plate opposite of the tectonic plate, the opposite means the other side of the Earth, there are pyramids. So because of being constructed, because of this pyramids at different location, so the whole tectonic plates of the planet Earth is being in contact, is being in a very harmonious way, you know. And because of these pyramids, major earthquakes are not happening. Otherwise, the Earth will not be a place for habitat. And if you see in the picture, the ancient pyramids around the world, there are many civilizations which has got a very vast knowledge on pyramids and how these pyramids will influence the Earth magnetic field. So, and similarly, we have constructed a new age pyramids, one in Kartal, 180 feet by 180 feet. The other one is in Bangalore, 40 kilometers away from Bangalore. There is a Pyramid Valley International, 160 by 160. Similarly, we have in India, we have more than 20,000 pyramids constructed in the past 30 years of Pyramid Spiritual Society's movement. So Patriji has understood the very importance and the power of pyramids and how it will influence the planet Earth and how it will influence the humanity. And so he has profoundly mixed meditation inside the pyramid, meditation with the pyramid, and meditation, pyramid, and vegetarianism. He clubbed all these three vital elements and giving the true knowledge not making anybody to depend on anybody. So here there is no Guru Shishya Bandha. This is the new age principle which has been formulated by Patriji. And if you see in the pyramid, there is a chamber called the King's Chamber. This is exactly 1/3 from the base. If you see the complete vertical height of a pyramid, for example, uh, the base of Giza pyramid is 756 feet by 756 feet, and vertical height of a pyramid is 450 feet. And the King's Chamber is located 150 divided by 3. So that means 1/3 from the base. So King's Chamber in the Giza pyramid is exactly 150 feet above the ground level. So when we, especially this King's Chamber, this is nothing but in engineering terms, it is nothing but center of gravity. So this is the place where all energy of the pyramid will be focused. Pyramid has got a 5 corners, 4 in the bottom and 1 in the apex. So in the apex, so it has got a five corners. So pyramid, when it is constructed with an angle of 51 degree 51 minutes, and when it is oriented to with the alignment of true north and south, then automatically that pyramid will become like a magical structure, and it will become like a lens for the observing cosmic energies. Cosmic energy is everywhere, but especially when we make a pyramid in this particular angle, this energy will be like focused. Like if you take a magnifying glass in the under the sun, and you put a paper and you just keep focusing, what happened? The magnifying glass will try to focus that ultraviolet rays and focus on a paper, so that the concentrated energy will start making a fire in the paper. So that's how the paper will get burned. Similarly, there is a concentration. There is a high concentration of cosmic energy in the center of pyramid, and this pyramid, when the percentage of cosmic energy in this pyramid will be 300 times. So when we place a tomato, what happens? The preservative qualities has been enhanced. The quality, the life of a vegetable has been enhanced. There was a research done in especially by the Ministry of Defense in India, where the Ministry of Defense has appointed 5 major laboratories in India. One is DRDO, ISRO, Baba Atomic Research Center, Army Operation, and one laboratory in Thuthukudi in Tamil Nadu, where first experiment started in 2018 after formation. And they have selected some 30 kgs of potato and kept inside the pyramid for a couple of months. After 2 months, when they have tested the vegetable, the nutrient value of that particular vegetable has been increased to 9.6%. Generally, when we remove the vegetable or fruit from the source, I mean from the plants, the nutrient value will start going down. That will start. So here what happened in this experiment? The nutrient value has gone up. So, and the second experiment, what we have done is by keeping a water inside the pyramid for 24 hours. Before placing water inside the pyramid, we have checked the water. It's an acidic. It's more than 8.6 pH value. Sorry, it is more than around a 5 pH value. And later on, after 24 hours of keeping water inside the pyramid, the pH value has been turned to 7.6. Previously, it was 5. So 5 means it's acidic. So after 24 hours, it has been transformed to alkaline. Similarly, our body is nothing but will be having more than 70% of water, 60 to 70% of water. So every vital organ in the body has got a water content. So when we place ourselves inside the pyramid, and when we start doing meditation, what happens? Our every molecule of water has a character to hold the energy, to observe and hold the energy for a long time. So when that energy has been trapped in our water molecules inside the body, so whatever the disease which is there in the body, it will keep the healing happens very fast, and all the diseases will be removed. So in this process, what happened? Even the thoughts what we have, a negative thoughts or a positive thoughts, whatever we have, especially the pyramid will have a direct effect on our negative thoughts. It will try to destroy the negative thought forms. If we, as per the science, every day we undergo. I mean, we used to get almost 60,000 to 70,000 thoughts per day. If you divide per second, if you divide the whole thoughts for 24 hours, for every 1.3 seconds, we are having a one single thought. So we have kept ourselves busy in thinking and thinking and thinking and thinking. So what made us to gain to have this many number of thoughts? From the day when we born till now. So with these five senses, whatever you see, whatever you have heard, whatever you have analyzed, whatever you have been observing, how people are thinking, how people are talking, how people are behaving, how people are reacting. So based on all those elements, all those things, you have copied yourself, and you have made your own personality. So by seeing through your eyes, by listening through your ears, all through your physical five senses, you have developed a lot of thoughts. Through that thoughts, you have developed a lot of emotions. Through that emotions, you have developed a lot of behaviors, lot of attitudes, lot of belief systems, lot of perceptions. And ultimately, all all this together combining is called a personality. So based on your personality, you're getting 60 to 70,000 thoughts, and out of 70,000 thoughts, 95% or just reflection based on how you have programmed your subconscious mind. And most of the subconscious mind program thoughts are useless. It will not help us in any in conscious evolution. Only the 5% of the thoughts is your conscious you're conscious of your thoughts, and 95% you are completely unconscious. And out of 95% of unconscious thoughts, 75 to 80% you will be having negative thoughts. So just imagine one person per day having a 70,000 thoughts, and 75% negative thoughts. It means that almost 45,000 thoughts per person negative thoughts. Just imagine 800 crore people across the globe. How many negative thoughts we have been developing? And nature has got a wonderful power. Every birds chirping, and every flower, the fragrance of every flower, and all the trees will try to destroy the negative thought forms. So the nature is helping us to in destroying the negative thought forms. Similarly, pyramid also has got a capacity to destroy your negative thoughts. So when you sit inside the pyramid, whether you do meditation or you don't do meditation, just for sitting inside the pyramid for 15 minutes, what happens? The influence of pyramid power, the cosmic, more concentrated of cosmic energy, will be on your brain. So when we undergo that shower of cosmic energy, when you are not doing meditation, our brain from beta state to alpha state, it reaches within 15 minutes. What do you mean by beta state? When we are overthinking, when we are having a lot of tensions, when we are undergoing a lot of frustration, anger, all sort of negative emotions, we will be in a state of beta state. Our brain will be in a beta state. So when we are normal, cool, relaxing, and when I'm talking to you and when you're listening to me in this session, everybody are in an alpha state. So alpha state means we have a capacity to think, to understand everything. When we are in a beta state, we don't have the capacity to understand in depth. So our listening will be very, very less. When we are in an alpha state, our listening will be very, very strong. So when we start doing meditation, our brain waves transform from beta to alpha, And the more we start doing meditation, from brainwave starts from alpha to theta. So when we are in a theta state, we are in a more meditative state, more relaxed state. When you start doing more meditation, and ultimately will be transforming to delta state. Delta state is something like a very deep sleep state, something like a no thought state. And from delta, we will be jumping into the gamma waves, gamma waves in the brain. So I will come after some time to the gamma waves. So when we are doing meditation inside the pyramid, our meditation will help us in moving ourselves towards a thoughtless state. And when we are sitting inside the pyramid, the energy inside the pyramid, the high focused energy inside the pyramid will be a major supporting tool for us to get inside to get into the meditation and to get into the thoughtless state. For example, from point A to point B, the distance is 50 kilometers. You can travel this 50 kilometers even by walking also, but it will take its own time, more than 5 hours. But when you take a taxi or a cab, it will take a half an hour. So pyramid is something similar to the cab. How we reduce our journey from point A to point B. So the meditation done inside the pyramid is 3 times more powerful. So generally what happens when we start doing meditation, we will get a lot of thoughts, and all those thoughts are related to lower chakras, Muladhara, Swadhisthana, Manipuraka, and all these chakras are related to insecurity, security, all related to sexual thoughts, all related to inferiority complexes, victimization, victimization, and something related to controlling. So all these 3 chakras related thoughts will be pulling you back. So it will not allow you to do meditation. So when you are sitting inside the pyramid, and when you start imagining astral pyramids, just you can imagine a pyramid on your head, or you can just imagine that you are sitting in a very big pyramid in the center of pyramid on the king's chamber. You can imagine. When you start imagining, or when you sitting inside the pyramid, what happened? You will be under the cosmic shower, because wherever your focus is, automatically your energy will go there. So when you are sitting inside the pyramid, the energy within the pyramid will help us uh, to get into a thoughtless state in a very short time. How? So this pyramid energy will start calibrating your body, will completely analyze your body, and wherever you are and whatever you are and how in what level you are, pyramid will start repairing all the 3 chakras within your system, within your energy system. And pyramid will help you in pushing that kundalini energy from all these 3 chakras to the heart chakra. The moment energy starts pumping into the heart chakra, and the heart chakra is nothing but the expander, energy expander. First 3 survival chakras will consume energy. Heart chakra will not consume, it will receive abundant of energy. When you are focusing on your breath, when you start focusing on your breath, when you are doing anapanasati meditation, what happened? The energy from the heart, it pushes to the brain. And where it goes, that energy goes and directly hits to the pineal gland in your brain. And the pineal gland will be a size of a big size rice grain. The moment it hits that energy hits the pineal gland, it also activates pituitary gland, which is very near to the pineal gland. And when these 2 glands are activated, what happens? In general, the pineal gland will secrete 2 kinds of hormones called, one is serotonin. Because of serotonin, we can wake up, we can come out of sleep. And the other thing is, whenever we see a light, pineal gland will start secreting serotonin. when you see a darkness or a no light or a very dark room, or when we have to go to sleep, only with the secretion of melatonin we can go to sleep. Only with the secretion of melatonin we can slowly get into meditation also. And when the energy starts pumping from the heart to the brain, nearly from 50 times to 300 times when compared to the normal times, that energy will will hit the pineal gland, and that pineal gland will have an upgrade to the higher version. Every gland has got a two sides. One is the normal functional side, and the second side is the magical side. There is nothing but the spiritual side. This melatonin serotonin will be upgraded, and it will become a metabolite. When this metabolite is a combination of different chemicals. There is one chemical called benzodiazepine. This particular chemical will make your frontal lobe to cease, so that when you are doing meditation you will not have thoughts. So this particular chemical will help us to get into no thought state, thoughtless state. In the thoughtless state, you will not be there in the past, and you will not be there in the future. You will be in the absolute present moment. So it's a grand present moment. When you are in the grand present moment, there is one more chemical called DMT. It's a psychedelic chemical. This particular blend of DMT, which cannot be found even in ayahuasca also. Any psychedelic chemicals, it cannot be found. So the brain will produce it's a super blend of DMT. That chemical will make you to see the invisible field around you. It will make you to see the multiverse. It will make you to see the infinite dimensions. It will make you to see the invisible masters. It will make you to see the infinite frequencies. It will make you to see the energy in the infinite frequencies. And not only that, that DMT chemical will help you to download that energy, and every energy has got information. And once you receive that energy, and all this process will happen very comfortably in a very short time, only when you start using pyramids. In general, when you are doing meditation without pyramids also, this process will happen, but it will take its own time. Sometimes your mind will pull, sometimes you may be disturbed because of the thoughts and all. But pyramid will create an environment where it's a very strong shield environment, very strong shield around you, so that the process which is happening within you will make it more strong, will make it more concentrated, so more qualitative. And when you start downloading that energy within your system, and the information, that cosmic information, the information of Sanatana Dharma, the information of the oneness, the information of gratitude, the information of the complete knowledge of the astronomy, the complete knowledge of the universe, when you download that energy, and that energy will start spreading to every cell in the body. In general, we will be having more than 120 or 120 to 200 trillion cells. All this energy will pass to every cell of the body, and it will try to increase the vibratory level of every cell. And when that vibration levels goes up, automatically the voltage of this every cell will goes up, and automatically the whole body will be vibrating at a higher frequency. And in that higher frequency, with that higher knowledge and with that higher understanding, all the negative thoughts, all the thoughts which make you to feel sick, all the thoughts which make you to misunderstand, all the belief systems, all the behaviors, attitudes, everything will start breaking part by part. In every sitting, there will be only a progress of this. So in this, to achieve all these things, to happen all these things in a very short time, to understand in a very detailed way, pyramid will help you a lot. And apart from that, I personally, when I was in last 18 years, when I was constructing pyramids, after constructing pyramids, I used to sit inside the pyramid, and I used to do a lot of experiment. So when I had an opportunity, especially in I think in Hyderabad, to spend nearly some 40 days inside the pyramid. So almost every day, uh, 9 to 10 hours I was spending my time. The whole night I was inside the pyramid. So when I was doing meditation, and I know it very clearly that my astral body is coming out and it is traveling outside of my body, and I turn back and I am seeing my own body at a distance of 2 feet, and there is a profound understanding that I am not the body. This practical experience has given a very profound understanding what is life and what is life after death, and what is it, why we are been addicted to a lot of emotions, lot of behaviors, lot of uh, bonding, lot of perceptions, and all the bondage, all the addictions are making us to live like a blind person. So this very first astral travel of my own has given me a very profound understanding. And after that, and then I found that doing astral travel and meeting masters and communicating with the masters, pyramid is the right place. And after that, I have seen one day I was sleeping inside the pyramid, and I have seen a lot of masters surrounding around the pyramid, and they were entering inside the pyramid. When they were entering inside the pyramid, I was clearly, it is like, my eyes are closed and my third eye is open. I'm seeing all the masters, and I welcomed them and I have given a shake hand. The moment I have taken a shake hand, the whole body was completely vibrating with that electric love. It's something which cannot be expressed. It is like, they have transformed. I mean, it is something like I could understand how they feel from the point of oneness. I could understand how they feel. So those feeling cannot be experienced with your physical senses. Those feeling only can be experienced with your non-physical senses. That is nothing but the inner senses. That is nothing but the third eye. So this is the things about pyramid and my experiments with this pyramid. And if you see the pyramid with the Kirlian photography, the Kirlian photography is an instrument. Kirlian is an instrument which can detect the energies which cannot be seen with your physical eyes. So if you see the first picture, the bottom one, it is a cluster of pyramids. In general, when one pyramid is there and it has got a aura, it has got an energetic field, the size of the energetic field is nothing but almost 10 to 15 times to the size of the pyramid. For example, if we construct a pyramid of 10 feet by 10 feet, and the aura of that one pyramid, of that 10 feet by 10 feet, will be around, the diameter will be around 100 to 150 feet. So you just imagine a bubble which is surrounding the pyramid. So in all the directions, north, east, west, south, and top and bottom, in all the direction. That is for one pyramid. When you make a pyramid cluster, a group of pyramids, here there are almost 20 pyramids out there in this particular cluster. So the combination of 20 pyramids and 20 energy bubbles, it will become a synergy. It will become like, huge. It will become like a very strong energetic field. And you can see the picture above this pyramid. You can see the picture which was taken by Kirlian photography. It's like, emitting of an energy. This energy is nothing but an ionic column. So basically, pyramid is a natural generator of negative ions. Negative ions in the sense, that pyramid, with the pyramid energy, that energy will energize the whole environment. So when an electron charged with electricity is called as a negative ion. So when an electron loses its electricity, it called as a positive ions. So inhaling the negative ions is very good for the health. So pyramid is a natural generator of negative ions. So in general, we can see the negative ions, especially in the forest, deep forest, mountains, on top of mountains. We can find the abundance of negative ions. And the second place is pyramids. and the negative, the quality, the quality and abundant, the quantity of the negative ions inside the pyramid and around the pyramid is very strong compared to the nature. And when we are in a cities or small towns, very crowded cities, there is a flow of only positive ions because electron loses its electricity. When you inhale that positive ions air, what happens? You will keep attracting all sort of diseases. So pyramid, wherever there is a pyramid, there we are creating an energy hub. And wherever there is an energy hub, there we are creating an environment which is equal to the forest, which is environment which is available in the forest. So we are creating an energy shield uh, around the pyramid. And if we are keeping a pyramid inside the home or on the home or wherever, we are creating energy envelopes within the given space, and we are energizing the given space. And that energy which is there in the space is literally destroying all negative thought forms. Whoever it may be, yours, it may be somebody's. So ultimately, pyramid is helping in many ways. It is the one ways it is destroying all the negative thought forms, so that all the negative, in general, when 800 crore people, each person having more than 50,000 negative thoughts, all these negative thoughts is becoming as like a cloud of negative thoughts, and this negative thoughts is influencing the electromagnetic field of the planet Earth. And because of that, and only because of the humans' negative thinking, there is a volcanic eruption, there is a tsunamis are there, floods are, we are facing a lot of floods, lot of earthquakes, all the natural calamities are happening only based on the negativity of the human thinking. So we have a capacity to influence the planet, and we have a capacity to influence every cell in the body just by giving a negative thought, by having a negative thought, having a negative emotion, having a negative behavior, and having a negative attitude, having a negative belief system, and having a negative perception, and having ultimately all these things will make a negative personality. And having a negative thought, see, negative thought has got a frequency, positive thought has got a frequency, and every negative thought frequency is matching with the diseases. Every disease has got a frequency. For example, uh, when we have anger on a particular person, and it is undigested anger, that digested anger has a frequency which is equal to the cancer. So what happened with unknowingly, with the false ideas, with the false opinions, with the false belief system, with the false perception, we are having an anger, we are holding it to it, and we have been addicted in having a negative thoughts. And whichever the frequency matches to whichever the disease, and the same disease we are attracting to the body. Through meditation, when we have a positive thoughts, and when we start purifying our negative thought forms within us, our negative belief systems, and when we start clearing all the blocks related to the negativity within us, automatically the negativity will move off from us. Automatically, the same frequency issues within our body, the diseases also will move from us. So this is how our own thoughts is influencing our body to create diseases and to destroy diseases also. When we have a capacity to create a disease, similarly, we have a capacity to create abundance also. We have a capacity to destroy diseases also. So it all depends upon how you channelize your own energies. So by having a pyramid hat, or having a pyramid 6 feet by 6 feet pyramid on the cot or in the room, or having a bigger pyramid on the home, or when we sit inside the pyramid, this pyramid energy will completely repair our negative ideas, negative opinions, negative belief systems. It will alter our thinking patterns, and ultimately it will push you towards the positivity, to push you towards the inner journey. So when you are in this path, then automatically your you ultimately it is making you to understand who you are. Before doing meditation, you are somebody because you have a lot of ideas, opinions, belief system, perceptions, and all. By doing meditation, you will be transforming yourself from somebody to nobody. So when you in meditation, when you are in a no thought state, it means that you have transformed yourself from somebody to nobody. And when in meditation, in no thought state, when your third eye get activated, and when you have a capacity to access the infinite frequencies, dimensions, energies, infinite multiverse, then you are becoming everybody. Then you will understand the awareness and pure consciousness which is there within you is there within every living being on this planet, which is there in every living being in the entire cosmos. So body forms may differ. Something may be human, something may be animal, something may be plant, something may be a stone. It doesn't matter. Whatever the form, the deepest energy, the deepest consciousness, the deepest awareness is one and same in everybody. Then you will understand what is oneness. So when you understand what is oneness, then you will understand that you are everybody. So when you understand that you are everybody, then you can understand anybody. So through this higher understanding only, uh, self-love can be happening. When you start loving yourself, then you can love anybody. When you can't love yourself, you can't say that I love you. It doesn't make any sense. Only when you love yourself, only when you accept yourself, only when you understand yourself, only when you realize yourself, then you can understand the whole cosmos. So through meditation, when you start surrendering to within yourself, the whole cosmos will surrender to you. This is the secret of meditation. And for this journey, pyramids will help you a lot. So masters, if you have any questions, you can ask me.
Vamshi, hi. That's such a great wisdom sharing session. I was literally taking down the notes with whatever the points you're saying. Thank you. And from now on, if my friends ask about pyramids, I would just refer to this presentation. Such great presentation.
Thank you. Thank you.
Friends, those who would like to talk to Vamshi or ask some questions, you can post in the chat box or just raise your hand so we can open the conversation for you. All right, let's take in our first participant in the Inner Journey group, Deepti. Deepti, can you please unmute yourself and turn on your video?
I'm unable to turn on the video. Is it fine if I can speak?
Yes, please proceed.
Yeah. Thank you, Vamshi Garu. It was very informative. I have one question. I know ever since I started knowing about this, I tried to make pyramids, small pyramids using cardboards, and I could not make successfully after some, for some time. And finally, I could make a small, 10 centimeters base pyramid just from last 1 week. I'm just using it. My question is, can we reap the benefits of the pyramids, what we have just learned, from the day one of the use, or does it require it to have, and we need to do some pre-work before we use, or when can we start using the reaping the benefits of the pyramid?
From the second you make a pyramid. Okay. From the second you make a pyramid. Because see, initially when we don't do meditation, we are not very sensitive to the energies. So only through practice of meditation, we will become more sensitive to energy. So we don't have that knowledge or awareness to sense that energy. So the pyramid will start working the moment it has been made to that angle, 51 degree, 51 minutes.
Okay, thank you. Because I was carrying this myth because I heard somewhere that after you create it, the day when it will not create it, you need to do meditation for some time. Then it start getting energy for itself, and then it will start able to absorb energy from cosmos. Then that's the myth I was having.
Yeah.
Thanks for clarifying it.
Yeah, it is like a magnet. Magnet attracts iron particles. Similarly, the moment a pyramid is being constructed in a particular angle and orientation, automatically it will start attracting a lot of cosmic energy. And the second one more point I thought of sharing. Every we know in the schools that we have learned the structure of an atom. Every atom has got a nucleus in the center, and all the electrons, protons, photons will be revolving like planets around the sun. So all this protons, electrons will be revolving around nucleus. But when you see with your third eye, every nucleus is in a pyramid shape. So we are carrying more than 150 to 120, 200 trillion cells. So we are carrying nearly some 200 trillion pyramids within the body. When you start doing meditation, all the pyramids in the body absorbing a lot of energy. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Right. Let's take a couple of more questions. Poonam Gumnani, can you unmute and turn on your video if possible?
Yeah. That's a good evening. Am I audible?
Yes, please.
Hello.
Yes, you are audible.
Sir, yeah. Good afternoon, sir. Sir, is there any particular direction to sit in meditation for more effective?
No, ma'am. No, there is no particular direction. It is just a myth. Whatever the direction you sit,
Thank you, sir.
you can get it. Yes. That's a
Thank you
limiting
so much,
belief.
sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
All right, let's take a question from Saujanya now. Saujanya, can you unmute yourself?
Hi, this is Saujanya. Thank you, Vamshi Garu. That was an excellent presentation about pyramids. I personally learned so much. So my question is, in your presentation, you have mentioned about the 6 feet pyramid. Especially in United States, how can we buy it? Like, where can we get it? Does it have to be from India? Any thoughts on that?
Yeah. It is available in India. I think you can call me after the session. I can arrange all the materials where you can get what are the prices and all. I can share with you all these things.
Okay, thank you.
Related to pyramids and crystals, you can ask me after the session. You are free to ask me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, friends, share the contact information of Vamshi Garu in all the groups, so you'll be able to open a conversation with him. Saujanya, do you want to go ahead and, Suma, do you want to go ahead and unmute yourself?
Hi, thank you, Rajesh. So nice session, Vamshi Garu. It was very insightful.
Thank you.
My question is why do our ancient India do not have any evidence of pyramids, and why the pyramids in Egypt are used to store the dead?
First thing, Giza pyramid in Egypt does not have any tombs, and pyramid is not built for the tombs. And it was a misconception given to the entire world by the archaeological department, archaeological people there. And no mummies has been found in the Giza pyramid. And there is one place called Luxor, which is I think some 900 kilometers away from Giza. There all mummies, all the royal mummies has been found. There is one place called Valley of Dead. Second thing, every government knows about pyramids, and through pyramids, the dark forces cannot survive. When you start entering into the pyramid, the dark forces within you, the negative thoughts within you will start running away. It will start diminishing, and you'll become more light. And when you become more light, then you are highly fertile for the higher knowledge, and you can just connect yourself and you can understand yourself. So to